Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I don't think that this piece of information surprises any normal human being. And I'm talking about normal human being is a person who is getting his or her information not only from one side, but from as many sides as possible. And that information is China has been militarily supplying Russia with weapons. It's not surprising whatsoever, but always the next question, or the question is actually, okay, we knew that, now what? Are you going to do anything about it? If yes, what can you do about it? Remember, there are consequences. As the Chinese also took that into consideration. There were consequences, there will be consequences, and obviously they choose to defend themselves against a global aggressor. Therefore, there's no turning back. It was very interesting yesterday that I covered an article coming, talking about Viviak, I think how Viviak Ramzam Babab. He's a Republican challenger. He wants to be the president of the United States of America. He says a few things that I think are logical and clear, but some things really are, they will not be able to be accomplished. And he said that maybe United States should lure Russia back and take it away from its marriage with China somehow. I think that's very naive because when you get kicked in the balls, I don't know, 3,529 times, I don't think you go and you decide to leave the partner and go to another one. I don't think, or not even partner, but anyway, it's hard to come back. How are you going to lure Russia into your orbit again with your bunch of lies and threats and blackmail and sanctions and war in Ukraine? I don't think so. So therefore, China knows that that's its next move. That not its next move. The global peacekeeper's next move will be obviously to take care of China. So China will not break the marriage with Russia, and neither Russia will do the same. It's just going to stay there, and they know together they have more chances to fight the plantation. So I have here an article from the Kiev Independent taken from the Telegraph. So this conclusion, this evidence, this report comes from the Telegraph. And let me show you the title and read the article. So this article comes from today, Sunday, August 20th, 2023. Telegraph says that China arms Russia's war in Ukraine. No shit. China has sent tens of thousands of shipments to Russian weapons firms since the beginning of the full-scale invasion, the Telegraph reported on August 19th. The Telegraph's investigation found that China has helped supply the Russian military with helicopters, drones, optical sights, and essential raw materials. Trade between Moscow and Beijing is on track to reach a record high this year of over $200 billion. These trade records contradict China's claim of neutrality and its promise to not provide either Ukrainian or Russian forces with weapons. You see here, they say neutrality. So if you don't send weapons to anybody, then you're neutral. So you see how logical these guys can be when they talk about someone else. But if you say, okay, let's apply that to you. So if you, as a country, let's say Czech Republic or Poland or United States or the usual suspects, send weapons to Ukraine, that means you're not neutral. So if you're not neutral, means what? That you're part of or support the other side. Therefore, I don't want to see you in any peace negotiations. So if you eliminate China from being impartial, what makes you then? Using the same logic. See, this is the same as, I'm going to say it, but anyway, it's like the Bible. Unfortunately for many, the Bible is written, or at least is printed, on black and white, right? Black on white. And that's a big problem because you have the words over there. And the problem of some is to make sense of those words in a certain way. Therefore, when those words are following the narrative or fulfilling the prophecy, they should be taken straight like that, word by word, and put in the context of the whole thing. When certain writings, black on white, do not make sense, then you are required to activate the, how do you call it, metaphorical speaking. So when it's illogical, then you activate your metaphorical speaking, okay? When it fits normality or the whatever, then you activate the, yeah, this is word by word, you should just take it as it is. He said that. But then it's, no, he's just metaphorically, okay? So the same here. These guys are incapable of, applying the same standards to them as they apply to the Chinese, for instance. So yes, you are involved in this war and you providing my enemy with weapons, with a condom, okay, with a bullet, with a howitzer, with whatever. That is, you are actively involved in the fight against me. So what am I going to do? So what are they going to do now with China? Obviously nothing. Let me finish the article though. China has also sought a role in international peace talks, a position undermined by its ongoing support for Russia. So that means each and every country that supported Ukraine from the West, which are the sponsors, should be disqualified from any peace talks. All of them, including obviously the main sponsor and organizer, United States of America. According to the Telegraph, a Chinese company sent 1,000 drones, no more, no less than 1,000. Not 1,001, not 999. Okay, it's just 6 million here. I mean, 1,000 drones to Russia in the months leading up to the full-scale invasion in February 2022. The firm described itself as a wholesaler of children's toys, end quote, and shipped the drones to a Russian shell company. It also listed itself as a toy seller. Well, these toys, man, these children are so needy. Well, after the invasion began, Chinese companies continued to supply military aid to Russia, including turbojets and missile navigation systems routed through India and Costa Rica. The goods China exports are officially classified as dual use, end quote, meaning they have non-military applications. You see how much these guys are focused on each and every little thing. You can't, I mean, it's dual thing, you can't even do that, but we send tanks and airplanes. We send tanks and these guys in our names, that's a problem. Send tanks and helicopters. Helicopters not yet. I think the Poles send some helicopters, and the Czechs. So they send tanks, they send airplanes, they send whatever, cluster munition, and straight, and they call it aid to defend the country. Well, that aid kills people. Remember the cluster munitions, just to mention one aspect. And these guys, oh my God, they can be classified as dual use. Like you send a drone, and the drone could be, armed. That's dual. You're a sneaky little, that's what they tell China. But on the other hand, they have their closet full of garbage. It's been like this for a long time. So the classification allows China to get by international sanctions. There's not international sanctions. It's just a few countries' sanctions who are orchestrating whatever happens in Ukraine on that side. So it's not international. They say international, people think, oh, might be United Nations and so on. No, like the International Criminal Court. It's international as it is, as an international company. It's not recognized by almost half of the world. So it's not a United Nations body. Well, all the signatories will, say, yes, sir, that's has jurisdiction. No. So, but they put little words here. I don't think they put it knowingly. I think they just put it because, they're just skewed in that direction. International sanctions and maintain the fiction that is not providing Russia with lethal aid. Yes, they provide it. So what are they going to do about it? invoices for shipments. Okay, they're trying to tell us that NATO and US officials have threatened, quote unquote, severe consequences should China supply Russia with lethal military aid. Okay, Daddy said China to behave. If not, we are going to punish you. You're going to clean your room, you're going to go and brush your teeth, wash whatever, and you go to sleep early today. No TV for you. Daddy said, okay, China? And China, yes, I will do this because I'm a weasel. This is the behavior that China, not China, everyone else is supposed to employ in front of the big daddy. Now, would you like that? Why would you like that? Unless you are, but you're not. You're China, you're India, you're Russia, United States, you're the same level. No, it's not. Now, the investigation found trade data from China indicating that Beijing is now, and I'm quoting, a critical lifeline, end quote, for Russia amid crippling economic sanctions. Well, it is. It helps, of course. And again, what are you going to do? You're going to talk tough. You're going to threaten, okay? And then you're going to go blackmailing. You're going to start a little war, economic war with China, which you're going to lose because China produces, you don't. So everything we need, not everything, but most of what we need comes from there. So if tomorrow, let's say, is a month of amnesty, economic amnesty, which I will take it as, we're not going to communicate, we're not going to send anything. I'm not going to send anything to you, you're not going to, or you don't send anything. Anyway, then let's see what happens. I guarantee you that after a month, a lot of people here in the West will have problems of a life and death problem. Not about I don't have condoms anymore or I don't have, no, life and death problem. Remember antibiotics and other medication that is made in China and produced over there? Just 1 month. Remember during the COVID, there was a big problem with medication here in the States of America, the antibiotics, the same. Why? So my friends, I don't think this is, so big surprise for anyone who is normal. Now, if there's a surprise, then I don't know what to say. Start reading more than CNN or listening to CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, and these guys, this group of bunch of, and Deutsche Welle and BBC and Agence France Presse and whatever might, go and look on the other side from time to time. Not that the other side is telling the truth, but you can compare and contrast. Sometimes enemies, tell the truth, and you could be certain about their intentions. So here is, my friends, China supplies that. I'm not surprised if China supplies more than that. And again, what are you going to do? What can you do? Really nothing. Already the cards have been dealt. China, Russia, United States with its plantation. What do you want? These guys are breaking away. They don't want to participate as weasel states, as vassal states on the US's plantation. That's the whole problem here. The whole problem, this is it. If tomorrow China and Russia will agree to be by United States of America, as Europe, Australia, South Korea, Japan, Canada agree to do, and a few more countries on this planet, not all of them, no more than 50, then I guarantee you there will be peace on earth. Peace, including Iran or North Korea, if they just agree to be these guys' vassal states. They will be, I'm not going to say it again because it seems like it fed Pax Romana. I'm going to use it, Pax Romana. That's what's going to be. Forever, the 1,000-year Reich. Remember that one? Well, I think that's exactly what's going to be. Peace on earth. Like, on earth, not peaceful world. Anyway, and why is that? Would you like to have that? Well, I want to have peace. Yes, I want to have peace, but always the not a peace, because it matters the conditions. Under what conditions you make this kind of peace? Boss, subordinate? No, thank you. How about boss, subordinate? Yeah, we like that one. Well, we always like to be in control. We like to say it or not. That's reality. And then we say, well, if I can't be in control, I don't want you to be in control. Let's be equal. Equal representation and equal in front of the law and all under the law and blah blah. Okay, and that's how we got to this. But if I can get ahead of you, I will make ways to, because that's the way we are. So, anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.